Hello, and welcome to Pilates Cure online videos. Whether you're joining us on our YouTube or in our on-demand, welcome. My name is Melissa. I'm an instructor here at Pilates Cure, and I'm going to do a little 2-pound quick little flow with you today that's going to hit a lot of the backside of the body, the posterior chain. If you have not, make sure you go and do the quick little 15-minute flow for the front side of the body. There was a lot of core work, a lot of things for that side. The frontal plane, that's before this. Either do it before, do it after, but make sure you do them both together and get a complete good body workout here. All right, so all you need today is 2-pound weights. I'm using 2 pounds. You can definitely do 3-pound if you want. I am using 2 pounds though, and your mat. If you don't have weights, you can definitely grab water bottles, anything like that to give you a little bit of weight if you're traveling. So like I said, quick flow, honor your body, listen to your body, take breaks as needed. I'm going to flow through. So pause the video, redo the move. If you feel like you can do it a little bit better, we can always practice and do things a little bit better. It always depends on how our body is feeling that day, of course. All right, so with that, let's go, let's get started. We're gonna grab our weights. We're gonna do a quick little warm up first. We're gonna start with spine stretch. So I want you to turn around on your mat or face me, whichever works. You're gonna take your legs straight out in front of you. And I want you to think about squeezing your legs together, pulling your foot back towards you. If you have really tight hamstrings and this does not feel good, you can do a slight little bend, or you can even put a little pillow or yoga block, sit up on it to find that little bit of relief through those hamstrings here. All right, so we're gonna think about trying to sit up evenly on both of those sits bones, nice and tall, so we're not weighted on one side more than the other. Pull that foot back towards you, not from the toes, right? So from the ankles. Really press the heels down. Grab your weights and then reach them out in front of you. Palms are down, shoulders back and down. And we're trying to get stepped. So we're not here and we're not here. And I don't want this. So I really want you to think, how much can you pull your shoulder blades back and down? How tall can you get through the spine? How much can you lengthen? That right there is hard enough to hold this position, right? We're gonna take a big breath. We're gonna inhale. On the exhale, you're gonna take that chin to the chest. I want you to find a little tuck back behind those sits bones, not huge, right? And then reach that forward. Keep the arms the same height as you pulse for 3, 2, 1, and then exhale, stack right back up. Try to stay over, try not to go back. 3 more times, big breath, inhale. Exhale, chin to the chest, tuck round. Think of going over a big beach ball. Pulse forward for 3, 2, 1, and then stack that right back up. 2 more. Inhale. On the exhale, chin to the chest, tuck round and reach it forward for 3, 2, 1. Shoulder slide down as you stack back up. Last one, chin to the chest. Exhale, pull the belly button in as you reach it forward. 3, 2, 1, and then stack it right back up. Open those feet out, the width of the mat. So a little bit wider than your hips. The arms are gonna go out to a T. Drop the weights if need be. I like my weights pointing forward. You can definitely do down here. Shoulders are back and down. We're gonna rotate to one side. Stay stacked, not here, not here. Try to stay over those hips. We're gonna think pinky to pinky as we dive it forward and we pulse for 3, 2, 1. Come up in that rotation, then back to center. So we're into our stall now. We rotate, we reach 3, 2, 1, up. Back to center, we rotate and reach 3, 2, 1, up, back to center, and rotate, reach it for 3, 2, 1, come up, then rotate back to center. Last set, rotate, find that reach, 3, 2, 1, come up, back to center. Keep those hips grounded as we rotate and reach 3, 2, 1, up, and back to center. All right, we're gonna go through a little rollbacks just to warm up that core here. So feet down, they can be open or they can be glued together as far as your legs here. What best for you here? Reach the arms out. Palms in, down, up. Find what feels best for your shoulders. Collarbone nice and open. Give me a big breath here. Inhale. Find the little tuck through the pelvis as you round back. It's not a drop in the shoulders. Keep those shoulders away from the ears. Anchor through the heels. Sit up nice and tall. Reach the arms. And we take it back. We have 5. Exhale, scoop through the belly to come back up. Find that rib cage connection, trying not to flare through the rib cage as you come back up. Keep those heels anchored down as you take it back. Find a good challenge point And then exhale, reach that back up. Keep the shoulders away. And then exhale up. Relax through the jaw. We have 2. I'm sure I added on. And then up. Last one. We're going to take it back. And then exhale. Come up. All right. We're going to roll to one side. I'm going to take a weight and I'm going to put it down. I am on my left side here. You can go down this way. I'm going to prop my head up. And I'm going to line up on the back of my mat here. Nice and straight line here. We're going to go into the clam series, but we're going to add on to that today. So we're here. Find your nice straight line. As you can see, my hips are not stacked. My top leg is shorter. I want you to find that length. See how I'll lengthen that up, and then that bottom side, I have space now. You may not have space, and that's okay, but I don't want it here. I want you to really lift through that top hip, get nice and stacked, pull that belly up and in, nice and neutral pelvis, and then you're gonna bend those knees. Find it there. Once again, not here. Get that hip away from you. Find that length in that top hip. Don't let it shorten. We like to slowly let it drop down to the ground. Let's not do that. Finding not a big arch here, right? So we also like to flare that rib cage. Try not to do that either. All the donuts, right? Take that lovely weight. You're going to squeeze it behind that top knee. Ooh, fire already. All right, squeeze those legs together. Find your clam position. Keep those heels glued together. And you're going to open that top leg up and then take it down. I like to take my hand to the top of my hip, so that I know my hip isn't opening up or rolling back, right? Squeeze those heels together. Find where it feels comfortable for you to open and then close. Trying not to flare through that rib cage to open and close. We have 4 and then squeeze. 3 and squeeze. 2. Don't drop the weight. 1. Good. We're going to lift it up. Little pulses here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and close it down. Now we're going to try to lift that leg without dropping the weight and then lower. Don't let the foot beat it. Really find that parallel position here and then lower. Sorry, I need to readjust and then lift and then lower. Keeping that rib cage in, keeping that length on that bottom side. And we have 4 and we lower. 3 and lower. 2 and lower. Last 1. And lower. We're going to add on. You're ready? We're going to lift it up to that parallel. And then all you're going to do is internally rotate, come back to parallel. Internal, come back to parallel. Can you put a drink right here on your hip and it's not falling? See how stable you can keep that hip. The internal rotation comes from that thigh bone and you're adding that extra weight. If it's too much, take the weight out. Zip through the belly for 3. Last 2, don't worry about the foot. It'll go along for the ride. And then here we go. We got to go the other way. External, back to parallel. External, back to parallel. Same thing here. Really think about the shoulders relaxed so we're not up in our neck here. As we rotate, think about where those heels are going, right? You're trying to rotate it from the thigh bone. That foot is connected. It's going to go. Don't push from that. Last 2. Last 1, and then take it back and down. Ooh, feel that little burn through there. You're going to grab that lovely little weight. You're going to straighten the legs out, and you're going to reach that arm. You're going to squeeze those legs together, come a little bit in front of the body, and lift both of those legs. And then take that right back down. Lift both of those legs, and then take it back down. See if you can reach that weight up to the sky as you lift. And then lower. And we have 4. Ooh, try not to lose a balance. 3. Last 2. Last 1. And then down. And then we are going to go to the other side. You're going to flip it over. You can roll over or you can just flip sides, whichever feels best for you. And you're going to find your nice straight line again. Getting those hips nice and stacked, right? Whether your head was propped up or completely down here, find where it feels best for you. Nice straight line, nice and neutral through that pelvis, and keep that hip stack. And then we're gonna bend in and find it here. Once again, not here. Get that hip away. I need to readjust. And then you're going to take that top leg, put that weight behind it. This is my really bad side. This is the side that I really like to drop the weight on. And then we're going to squeeze those heels together as we open and close. open, and close. Lift that bottom side. Don't let that hip roll back, right? So find that squeeze. Oh, it's getting hard. And we have 5, and we close. 4, and close. Pull that belly in. 3. Find that core control. 2. Relax those shoulders. Last one. Little pulses up, 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 up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it down. Keep squeezing that weight. Keep that length on that hip. Are you ready? We lift it up and we close it down. We lift and we close. Lift and close. So we're working a lot of the hip here, a lot of the glute, right? So this is that posterior chain. This helps with that backside body. This helps with strengthening the glutes, which will then in turn, a lot of times help with low back issues, a lot of times help with knee issues, a lot of times help with hip issues. Weak glutes can be a big, big problem for a lot of different things. We have 2 more. Last one. All right, you ready? Float it up. Now we're going to do our internal rotation. So we rotate it. Don't let go of that weight. And we come back. Put your drink on top of your hip. Zip through the belly and relax those shoulders. See, my shoulder was creeping up to my ear. Pull it down and away. And we have 4 and open. 3 and open. Last 2 here. I know you got it. Last 1. And here we go. External. So open it up and then back. Open it up. Is one side easier for you than the other? A lot of times it is, right? The left side is my harder side for me than the right. They're both hard, but one side is usually a little bit more difficult to rotate internally or externally. Last 2, last 1, and then take it down. Beautiful job. Grab your weight, and we're going to go down, and we're going to try that lovely lift of the legs again. So hand is down, rest your head down. You're in that nice straight line, and then kick those legs to the front just a little bit so you don't get into that low back. And we're just going to start with the lift and lower of the legs here. Pull that belly in, thinking about that lift. You're trying to still lift that bottom side up off the mat. All right, here we go. Let's see if I can do it. Reach that arm up, find that weight, and then lift, and then lower. Pull the belly in, squeeze, lift. Woo! Last 4, squeeze, lift. And lift for 3, squeeze those heels together for 2, find those inner thighs, last 1, and then down, and then down. All right, you ready? We're going to the belly. Here we go. Roll to your belly. You're going to take both weights with you now. We're going to go into the reverse hundreds, but we're going to build to this first. So I want you to take the weights out by your side. I like my palms, like thumbs in towards me, and I like to be kind of wide. You can definitely do what feels best for your shoulders here. But first and foremost, when you are on your belly, I need for you to think about what your hips are doing and what your core is doing. So when you start to lift up or do anything, don't push that belly into the back. I don't know if you can see that where I push down, and then think of the pull up of the belly, not the sink down of the belly. And that will help you with the low back, not getting pain in those low back, So I want you to melt the hip bones down, pull the shoulders away, and I want you looking at your mat. All right. Take a big, big breath for me here. Inhale, exhale, zip that belly button up, pull it off that back. Think of a flame or an ice cube under it. Really find that butt side connection through the back side of the body. Try not to internally or externally rotate those legs yet. Keep them parallel for me. Give me another big breath here. Collarbone open, shoulders down, that head is lengthened. Lift those arms up to that W. Hold it there. Can you straighten those arms out to a T? Give me a big breath here. This is hard enough. If this is good for you, you're going to practice holding it here. If not, you're going to flip those palms up, take it back by your hips. The head isn't here and the head's not here. Find where you're lengthened out of that spine. Shoulders are back and down here. Give me a big, big breath. Just hold it. Can you zip that belly? Can you pull it up off the mat? Can you melt the hip bones? The feet do not have to hover. You can keep them down on the mat. Do which one feels best for you. And we're holding it. Pinch the shoulder blades together. Can you hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms out to a T. Bend it in. Take it down. All right, we're going to move on. If that feels good, you're going to hold that isometric hold here. We're going to go into the reverse hundreds. Shoulders are back and down. Give me a big breath here. Inhale. On the exhale, here we go. Lift those arms up, take them out to your T. I like to hold it with my thumb is on top, and then I rotate, and then all my fingers are on one side of the way. You can always do the thumb on the other side, completely up to you here. Collarbone back and down, shoulders back and down, nice and open here. Pull that belly up, start to pump those arms up. And I want you to find the pump from the back side of the arm, right? Lengthen through the crown of the head, pull the belly up, and we're breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out, 2, 3, 4, 20. Find the pump from the back of the arms and out, 2, 3, 4, 30. Find the length from the back of the head and out, 2, 3, 4, 40. Zip through the belly out, 2, 3, 4, 50. Out, 2, 3, 4, 60. Can you slide the shoulder blades down? Out, 2, 3, 4, 70. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out, 2, 3, 4, 80. Squeeze those glutes and out, 2, 3, 4, 90. Keep the chest open and out, 2, 3, 4, 100. Hold. Out to a T. In, take it down. You're going to sit back for a lovely little shell stretch here. So, round up through that spine and take a much deserved break. Those are serious business there, I'm not gonna lie. All right, here we go, stretch it out. Drop that chest down to those thighs, reach those arms, find a nice stretch, because we're going back to the belly again. All right, we're gonna practice our W to T to breaststroke, all right? So you think about breaststroke when you do it on the reformer on the mat. If any of y'all have done that, we're gonna go right back down to our belly here. Drop the weights if you need to. All right, we're back onto our belly. Same principles apply. Press the hip bones down. Find the connection of the glutes. Pull up of the belly. Don't let it just sink down. Finding that pull up of the belly. All right, here we go. Hands to the weights. Arms beside you. Lengthen through the crown of the head. No shoulders up to the ears. Get lots of space so we're not wearing our shoulders with earrings. So really think about that space there. Zip through the belly. All we're going to do is lift the arms to a W. Easy peasy. Tap them right back down. Pull the belly button up. Lift to a W. Tap it down. I want you to press the feet down for me now. Don't lift them up. Lift to a W. And then press. Can you find the lift from the shoulder blades? Not the front of the arms. Lift to a W. And then down. We're going to lift to a W. Out to a T. Back to a W. And then down. Lengthen crown of the head. W. T. W, and down. Last two, W. Squeeze the glutes, T, W, and down. Last one, W, T, W, and down. Good job. We're going to add on. Stay there if you need to. Pull the belly button up. Big breath here. Inhale, lift to your W. Out to your T. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Back to your W. You ready? Lengthen forward to an I. Circle around, lift higher. Back to a W, lower that down. Head rest. All right, feet stay down, or you can hover them. We're going to go into that big thing. Think swimming in the ocean. Shoulders down. Here we go. Big breath. Inhale, exhale, lift. Arms are up. You got them. Reach it forward. Think swimming. Circle around, lift higher. Bend the elbows in. Lower that down. 3 more. Zip through that belly. Here we go. Lift. Reach, circle around, and then down and lower. 2 more. Big breath. Inhale, exhale, up. Reach, circle around, and then back in. Last one. Up, reach, around, and then back down. Take a break. And then we are going to sit back, let go of those weights, round through that spine, find that little tuck, find that length in that low back, and drop that head down and stretch. Beautiful job. I know y'all did great on this. Make sure you're breathing. See if you can find that breathing into the back here to find that little bit of stretch. 1 more deep breath. And then we are going to come up. All right, we have to finish it out with the regular hundreds, right? We did the reverse hundreds. We have to do the regular hundreds to get it moving. Drop the weights, do it without the weights. Completely up to you. We're gonna take it slow back and down here. You're gonna find your neutral pelvis. Shoulders are back and down. You're gonna reach the arms up to the sky. Shoulders away from the ears. Lift the leg, lift the leg. Keep the legs in tabletop or take them straight up, completely up to you. Big breath here, inhale, exhale, roll it up, tips of the shoulder blades. Reach the arms. How far can you reach the arms? Legs up, start to pump. We're pumping the arms, we're breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Find it from the back of the arms and out. 2, 3, 4, 20. Squeeze from the glutes and out. 2, 3, 4, 30. Finding the connection from the heels to the seat. Good. We're breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 50. Shoulders stay away and out. 2, 3, 4, 60. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, and belly button to the spine. And in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 80. Stay curled high. Out. 2, 3, 4, 90. You only have 10 more. Right? And then we have 5. Big exhale out. Hold. Lower the legs. Hold. Bend the knees all the way back and rest. Very, very good. Reach those arms up, shoulders back and down. Give me a big, big breath here. Inhale. Are you ready? Exhale, come all the way up. You're going to come to your knees for me. If knees do not feel good, you can definitely sit crisscross. It's a little bit harder because you're not up as high, but you definitely can. All right. You're going to come up to your knees here. I'm going to get cut off, so I'm going to slide back just a little bit. So you're going to come up to your knees. And then you're going to have that little hinge forward. You can curl the toes or you cannot. You're going to roll those shoulders back and down here. You're hinged forward. You're in a nice flat back. Pull that belly in. We're not sticking that tailbone out. Find that neutral pelvis. Collarbone open. Lengthen through the head as you lift the arms up. And then swing them right back down. Lift the arms up. Palms are faced in. And then right back down. Find the backs of the arms. Pull the belly up and in. Good. We have 2 more. Last one. Lengthen through the crown of the head. Lift it up. Hold. Ready? Now you're going to bend the elbows and then you're going to straighten them right back down. I want you to think of the bend. When you bend, you're going back and up, right? So it's not just a here. Think back and up. It's light. It's only 2 pounds. Or if you have the 3, but find it from the triceps. Zip through that belly. Can you lengthen through the crown of the head? And we have 5 and 4. Keep the shoulders engaged. 3. Last 2. Good. Last 1. You're going to hold it up and then pulse it up, 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 up for 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. And then sit back. Great job, y'all. I know you made it through. I know you did great. Like I said, go watch the first video too that goes along with this, or you can watch it after. Doesn't matter. Do both of them for a great little full body workout. Today we did focus on the glutes and the whole posterior chain, which is a wonderful, wonderful way to help negate some of the sitting forward, the sitting at the desk all day. So if that's something that you do, this is a great little quick video for you to do on a regular basis to help strengthen that back side of the body. So thank you for joining us, and we hope to see you soon, either on our YouTube channel or on demand. Take care.